It's his fault.
He went early. Me and you did at the same time. He went late.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a long week of football.
Oh, horrible.
Long week of football. Yeah. Wednesday. Gross. Gross and yuck. Yeah, look, that was woof. Woof. That's all I can say about that game. Woof.
There were a few controversial calls.
Sure they were. I feel like we can get into other things before those because there were other things that happened in this game, believe it or not. Like Queensland absolutely stinking it up. They were bad.
All we can say,
Queensland were bad.
Queensland don't do well as favourites.
No, they don't.
They should always be underdogs.
Always be underdogs.
Yes. We
So-
always talk to the betting companies and say,
Put
put Queensland in as the underdog.
You know, what they need to do is every single time they win an Origin, Billy Slater needs to pick progressively worse and worse people to put in the squad so they remain as underdogs. We're going to rock up at game 2 next year. Braden Trindle's going to be playing in the halves. It's going to be
You
Jamal
could do
Fulton's
worse,
gonna
to
be
be
there.
fair.
They're going to sign Edric Lee out of retirement to play Origin. It'd be wonderful.
Eddie Black is going to say he's
That's the
going
plan.
Queensland.
That's the idea.
Kyle Felt. Yeah.
Kyle Bell's going to
Go.
come from.
The Queensland crap event is going to be awesome. Unlike this game, which was just... You know what?
The word you just said.
The Blues Queenslanded Queensland.
They were good. I don't think they were 30 to 12 better.
I
But
think
they were good.
They weren't 30 to 12 better. The Maroons were 12 to 30 worse. Queensland were abysmal in this game. Like really, they were just.
It could have been 30 to 18, I suppose, if anybody from Queensland could have kicked the goal.
Well, yeah, still, 5 tries to 3, I think, is a fair reflection of how this game went. The Queenslanders were just. They weren't there. They just didn't show
They
up.
were there for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's about it.
I thought it was inspired, that kick by Munster to keep them hemmed down in their own 10 to 20. They defended well.
But for
then
everyone that Munster did, Mitch Moses pinned them even further back. So it's just.
See, that's where Queensland were missing somebody.
Jake, they don't have
Clifford.
anybody. Clifford. They were not. They were never going to pick Jake Clifford. They don't have. Queensland just doesn't have a big kick like that. They just don't. Unless you want to pick Jamal Fogarty, but even his long kick
Jake
game
Clifford's-
isn't long.
Jake
it's
Clifford.
accurate.
Jake Clifford's better than Jamal Ford.
They were never going to pick Jake Clifford.
Yeah,
That was never
they
going to
weren't,
happen.
but if they were basing it on the game that they should have been basing it on, it was Clifford over.
Well, yeah, because it
every
was the
day.
Roosters against the Cowboys Magic round. We beat them 18-12.
And of course, had Dearden been fit, we're not even having this conversation.
What does Dearden change about this stuff? Like,
They're 4, I guess.
I guess he's more.
his kicking game
Dog.
is worse than Sam Walker's.
Sam Walker missed all 3 games.
But his defense is better.
Tom Dearden doesn't kick them good.
His defense is better. His
Sam Walker's attack is better.
his.
Just light years ahead. Sam Walker is by league such a better game manager than Tom Dearden is. Tom Dearden's not a game manager.
I mean,
he's
does
not.
that-
He's
does
not a halfback.
Does that mean he's a better player?
He might be.
I don't think so.
Right, okay, sure.
If he
Sam Walker
was,
might be
why was Dearden picked last year and Sam Walker not?
because Sam Walker was injured.
What about the year before when Tom Dearden
Because-
got put in?
Because that was because Daly Cherry Evans sucked.
Yeah, well, why didn't they put Walker instead of Dearden?
Because the Cowboys were in better form than the Roosters were at that point.
Well, it doesn't matter. Players, it doesn't actually matter. Dearden still would have been in the team had he not been injured. It wouldn't have made any difference.
I don't think I reckon they were better with Walker than they were with Dearden. Just
No.
by sheer virtue of Sam Walker having a kicking game.
I mean, the goal kicks, yes, but they still have people like Ponga and that who could kick goals. if
No, but
necessary.
in-game kicking. Tom Dearden doesn't have any. Really. Sam Walker at least has some.
Sam Walker's got a good short kicking game.
At least Sam Walker is a halfback. Tom Dearden isn't. He just isn't. He
Is that a
wears
bad
the
thing?
7 at club level. He is a 5'8". He's like Jonathan Thurston playing for the Cowboys.
The difference is JT was never ousted from his position in Queensland.
Tom Dearden got hurt.
No, I'm saying that's why I say I don't think Dearden would have been ousted either. Just because he was a 6 playing 7, I don't think he would have been ousted. He brings much more energy, and a never say die attitude. Sam Walker on Wednesday night was horrendous.
Yeah, that
He was terrible.
Yes, and that was a team-wide problem, though.
But that's something you wouldn't have got out of Dearden. I'm sorry.
What bad? You didn't think Tom Dearden's ever played a bad game?
No,
before?
but you wouldn't have got it at that level, I don't think. So that's just my opinion.
arguing all the
decent,
time.
educated arguments.
You guys
All you
arguing
do is nah.
all the time.
You don't have to sit there if you don't want to. There is that.
But that, I guess it becomes an irrelevant discussion, doesn't it? Because Sam Walker was in this game.
It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
The question becomes next year when it would, presuming both are healthy, who stays in.
Well, I reckon
Munster won't be there.
It might be Dearden.
It might be Dearden Walker.
It might well be Dearden and Walker.
I will not be shocked if this was Cameron Munster's last game with Queensland.
Even though he said he'd be happy to go again.
You can't pick him again. He's so far past it.
Yeah,
in Origin.
I think Dearden at 6 and Walker at 7 would be not
That's
the worst.
That's been the long term plan.
Yeah.
It just has been. And
And that would mean, guess what? Dearden would get to play 6 at club level again as well.
It would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Although he might come back and play 6 now just because Clifford would be a good seven still.
We're going to name Dearden at 7 or something.
No.
He's just not.
He doesn't play halfback. He's named for seven. He really
Yeah,
doesn't do
he's
much.
still.
That's exactly my point, though.
Yeah.
Is that you need a halfback playing halfback at Origin.
Sam Walker's not halfback.
That's why I'm saying he should be in instead of Tom Dearden. Do you listen to yourself?
Jonathan Thurston says, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, he was both. He was weird.
Still
He
good.
played halfback at club level and played 5'8" at Origin level, but that's because Cooper Cronk was in the team. So,
Oh, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
he's just a halfback on the greatest team that's ever been assembled, essentially.
Cameron Smith, Billy Slater, Greg Inglis.
Wally Lou, they're all better.
They all still played the position
They were also
on that
Alan
team.
Langer.
They were also in all of the teams that lost. You know who wasn't in the team was Cooper Cronk. When he was out, they lost. That is just how it worked. Just like when Bradman Best is in, seemingly the Blues seem to win all the time. Game 3, Bradman Best is going to go down in rugby league folklore. Why is he so good at this? And
Well,
nothing
he scored a
else?
try that he shouldn't have scored. How about that?
Yeah, well,
That's a fact.
by no fault of his own, to be fair. The
But
run was still great. He still beat Taylor.
Well, he didn't beat Kalen Pong. He pushed him off. Kalen caught him quite comfortably.
Again, people need to watch.
No,
the
I
show.
know. I know, but you said he beat him. He didn't beat him. He didn't have the pace to
He
beat
actually
him.
broke the tackle.
I don't think a tackle was supposed to be made. To be fair,
Another
I
Rob
think he was
Johnson
palmed
thing.
off well before he got to well before he even attempted a tackle. But he caught him quite fast. This one say, Bradman Best showed some good clean pair of heels. No, he didn't. He didn't show a clean
There
pair
were
of
two
heels.
people in the picture who was him and Kalen Ponga. There was no one else there.
That's what I'm saying. He showed a clean pair of heels. He didn't because Ponga caught him in about 20 metres. He got to him with about 40 or something
That's
metres to go.
That's such mind-baffling logic that because someone else is fast, one person isn't fast.
No, but he's saying he was fast. Some people were saying that he showed his clean pair of heels even to his club captain.
Yeah, see, that's wrong.
Yeah, because Ponga did catch him relatively quickly. It's just he didn't have a very good tackling. We've seen that happen plenty of times in the past. But to be fair, the bunker should have been able to jump in there. That reminded me a lot of the hand of Foz.
Oh boy.
From the Cowboys game.
Bunker are like good
And it was
words.
almost exactly the same.
I don't know whether you guys. Who's the side? Is Brad Fittler or Andrew Johnson sideline competition 9?
Fittler.
It's Fittler. Yeah. Him just blatantly making
Telling a
up
lie, yeah.
that it was like they cleared it through the corner post camera. No, they fucking didn't.
The corner post camera's facing the freaking ground. That's its job.
Also,
How is he still on the air?
I don't know. He's also extremely like a weirdo.
Look, even Paul Gallen, who we know hates Queensland with a passion, him as I thought he touched it.
Everyone knew he touched
Yeah.
it except Chris Butler.
That was so bad. It was so bad. And once again, the second one that was a little more contentious, I suppose, harder to say, was the strip on Selwyn Cobbo. And yes, Cleary was fine because there was no whistle, anything like that. But Cameron Murray did put his hand on him.
This is the tricky part. By letter of the law, yes, it probably should have been called.
But because the try happened like 3 plays later, they're not going to go back to that one.
Cleary.
Cleary didn't score though. That was Cameron
By
Murray.
letter of the law, yes. By the spirit of the law, no.
The rule.
Because
by
he's
the
not.
rule.
Because I'm sorry, doing this is not affecting a tackle.
But
It's just not.
Why did he have to put his hand on him then?
Well, that's a Cam Murray problem. That's
Well, then-
him being an idiot.
Well, there you go.
So we don't take like
People have been penalised for being idiots in the past. What's the
No, I know.
difference?
I'm not. It should have been a penalty, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't think. If
That's then 3 tries to 3, by the way. And Queensland had the momentum, especially at the Bradman Best one. Queensland had the momentum at that point. That was a momentum killer. And that was the winning try, basically.
Unfortunately, the good teams can ride those out. Queensland didn't.
No, but they shouldn't have had the ride. This is what
And you
I'm
also
saying.
say that the next team to score after the Bradman Best try was Queensland. They scored next. They scored through Jojo Fafita next. So they got back in the game and still couldn't ice it. That's an execution problem. That is not a referee problem.
Well, it would have been 18-12, not 24-12 to start with, which means it's closer to begin with. And then, of course, Cameron Murray, that's another 6 points because he scored right on the post, basically, which made it a very easy conversion. There's 12 points there. Yes, New South Wales is a better team, but we've seen in the past that the better teams don't always win. That's how it works. It's the teams that fight it out for the full 80 that generally win.
Yeah, in this
and that
game,
last try, by the
this-
way, was also contentious.
in this game, the team that fought for 80 minutes was the Blues.
Yeah, but
It was not Queensland.
But that last try was also contentious because Brayley passed it from the ground.
No one was on it.
There was
There
one
was no
guy
one.
who got on him before he threw it.
No.
There was one person on him before he threw it. Or as he was throwing it, he got grabbed. So, I don't know.
50-50
Yeah.
go with the attacking team anyway, so... What's
Yeah,
your
well, once again, had they not been that far in front anyway, they probably don't do that at the end. So,
Well, they probably could.
I don't think they would have.
Well, they didn't need to then. They've already won
That's
the
what I'm
game.
saying. That's what I'm saying. They threw it around with gay abandon because they felt like it, right? So if it was closer and if Queensland could have got maybe an intercepted run and tied it up or something, they wouldn't have done something like that.
Well, my argument to that would be game 1 in the women's state of origin with Jess and South Wales did basically the exact same thing when they were up by 2.
Like 30 seconds.
Exactly. So that's just a New South Wales thing.
No, not always, but it was this year apparently.
Well, unfortunately, the New South Wales thing was just better.
They were on the night, and Queensland. What it showed me is that they don't play well as favourites.
And that's a preparation problem. It's like that's something I always believe he's something.
I don't think he does. He's won more than he's lost, so I don't know about that. Laurie Daly, however, does suck, and his players won despite him not being good.
Actually, I think that in this game was probably Laurie Daly's best coaching performance in a very long time.
Well, he picked the right players at least.
But even the in-game management, he played Adam Finnell-Blake for half an hour. Right? When their entire backline seemingly got hurt, they put the right people in the right places.
He actually picked Tamole Olukolatu.
who didn't play.
Who didn't play. Well, he couldn't because 2 of the backline people got
Injured. Isn't he back rowers? That was the back line, wasn't it?
It was, Tedesco got HIA.
Oh, that's
And
right.
then Bostock got HIA.
Yeah.
So they ended up with Cooler at fullback, who was atrocious.
He wasn't good. But
He was
Bostock
bad.
wasn't great either in his game. I mean, he didn't do much.
But he was okay.
He didn't do very much.
Jack
He dropped
Bostock has an origin.
Nobody could catch a
Oh
ball.
no! I love that. Yes, this aerial assault is going to be in game 3, and no one could catch.
No
one on either side
No.
could catch.
It was terrible
Even
both sides.
Wangani Tuasi had 5 errors.
He was bad.
Stupid. So
Bostock
was
knocked 2 or 3 on as well.
Yeah.
It just wasn't
Right,
great.
go move on to it, please.
Anyway, New South Wales, they hold the shield for a year. 1 in a row, guys.
Nathan Cleary dominated at Origin, kind of.
Kind of.
Really?
Look.
One game does not.
One
make
game,
Origin.
one and a quarter game.
Here's the argument I've seen for a lot of people against Nathan Cleary, and I partly agree with it. It's that the forwards were great, and yes, they were.
They
Haas and
were.
Isaiah Yeo had some of the best football I've ever
But
seen.
let's
in
have a look at
Origin.
the Queensland forward pack. You know who they were missing?
Corey Horsburgh.
Lindsay Collins. They were also missing. No, I don't think so.
They should
Corey would have been good
they
for a
should-
couple of penalties.
Why was the first forward on the field in this game off the bench Trent Loiero?
Yeah, I know.
Why? That is just dumb.
Who else did they have?
Max Plath.
Yeah, he probably should have come on.
Well, he
But
did come on eventually.
they
But
were
I don't know why Collins was the first.
He was. You mean Loiero? Collins? didn't
Pat
play.
Carrigan didn't play at all.
No.
I think the intent was to not play him at all. In which case, why name him?
Yeah.
Put an actual forward on the bench. You had Corey Horsburgh. Put Corey Horsburgh.
Maybe put Halem Lukey there, I reckon.
Middle forward.
Middle,
Caleb.
not-
They already
yeah.
didn't have enough middle forwards. They have a hooker. Pat Carrigan didn't play, a second rower, and whatever Trent Loiero is.
He's a what?
Long arm Leo.
They don't have any middle forwards.
Yeah.
It was just
So it wasn't
it's
great.
bad squad composition.
I actually think Queensland were missing some good forwards. I think
Queensland don't have any good
That's
forwards
the-
to pick
with
from.
Lindsay Collins being injured, that really, well, not injured, but like HIA protocol, that really limited their players that they could actually choose. Carrigan coming back.
Horsburgh.
Corey Horsburgh is bad.
He would have been better than Trent Liero.
I don't think so.
He would have been better than Trent Liero.
I don't think so. Corey would have been good for giving away 3 or 4 penalties in a game,
But
but
Trent Liero didn't, though. Trent
No,
Liero
he
had a
did.
horrible game.
I don't think he gave away any penalties.
There he is. Trent Liero. He had one handling error. One.
Reece Walsh also had one handling error.
It's sad
Get
that the
uphill.
best player on the field for Queensland in this game was probably Reece Walsh, who played 20 minutes or whatever it was.
I thought Britton Nickera wasn't horrible. He's good in defence. He's always
did
been
okay in
good
Jeremiah
defence.
Nanai was.
Nanai was relatively good for the time that he was on.
Nathan just doesn't like him for some inane reason.
I actually thought Jojo was pretty good, and Robert Toyer was excellent. as
Rob
well.
Toyer can hold his head high.
He's in the Queensland team for like however long they
Ever.
need
He
him.
can be there
Yeah.
forever.
He's gonna be the most capped.
I think
centre
Jojo
of
was
Queensland
okay.
history.
It's hard to get up from the like game 2 heroics and stuff.
But like Tom Flegler was awful.
He
Tom
wasn't.
Flegler.
They were
The
missing.
entire series, he felt like a guy that hadn't played any football in 2 years. And like that's the same with Tom Gilbert as well when he was there. It just doesn't happen. It's just bad. Kurt Capel needs to never be in Origin ever again. He was shocking.
You know, a good litmus test for the team is Harry Grant, and he actually had a pretty bad
He had a shocker.
Yeah.
Jonathan, I'm telling you, Jonathan Thurston is going to be the coach of the Queensland Royals next year.
It's going to be Ben Teo. Deal with it.
Or Cameron Smith.
I will rescind my
Cameron
Queensland
Smith will be
fanship.
there ahead of Jonathan Thurston.
I will rescind.
Cooper Cronk.
If they name Cameron Smith as the Queensland coach, I will rescind my fanship. I'm not rooting for Cameron Smith.
You used to think that for Billy Slater as well, but he's still
I'm rooting for the players, not him. And now the players suck, so there's nothing to go for. No one did anything. Selwyn Cobo was trash.
Well, he ran for 171, which is
Selwyn Cobo,
bad.
that was 20 outside Rob Toyer. Like, there's no one who actually played good. Some people were okay, and everyone else was terrible.
Ruben Cotter.
Just that, and then on
The only there were 2 people who ran over 100 metres.
They were both backline people, yeah.
That's not great.
And then on the blue side, I struggled to name anyone who had a bad game. Like Stephen Crichton didn't
Jack
do much,
Bostock.
but that's about it.
Reece
I thought
Robson wasn't
I
anything
thought Bostock, while he was on the
Nah,
field, was okay.
Well, he had too many errors with him, but yeah.
Wasn't
but it was-
Cronk.
It was
You know who I thought actually did add, and I don't like him, but I think he added a little extra
Liam
spark
Martin.
was Liam Martin. He was great. He is kind of the epitome of New South Wales rugby
It's
league.
the most Queensland New South Wales of all time.
He's very much a bit like Gallen to me, actually.
I love Liam
Public
Martin,
enemy
he's great.
number 1, because when he's on the field, he turns into like Mr. Hyde.
I
But,
don't think he's actually done anything that bad. At least recently.
and there's Hamoli, who didn't get a run. Holy moly.
Yeah, but
Ethan
again,
Strange came on for a very short period of time.
well, he had to because
Break Barley had 3 runs for 19 metres. I guess he'll get 1 try assist.
but yeah, it's just it was the half yo and AFB show essentially was this game. Yeah, well, and playing Cam Murray for an extended period of time helps as well. So they actually finally figured out how to use all of these forwards.
Well, I don't think Mitchell Moses did very much. All he did was kick.
Kicked really well, to be fair.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I don't know what he was
How many
going
kick
off.
meters did he end up on?
721.
That's a lot of
State of
kick meters.
origin record.
Kind of ridiculous.
721.
But what that sort of actually lends you to believe is that Queensland had them penned down quite a bit.
Quite early, yes.
Yeah. And he had to really kick the snot out of it about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
Or
and,
about 60 or 70 metres each time. It's like ridiculous.
and that's the second thing where it's like,
Yeah.
well, it was the forwards for the Blues and Mitch Moses kicked Queensland to death. So
Yeah.
what did Nathan Cleary really do? His running game was really,
Look,
really
Close to the line, his running game was good. His kicking game was sort of second fiddle. He didn't really
well because it was
yeah.
Mitch Moses kicking out that was doing it. And then they just didn't really need to kick because Queensland
No.
kept missing tackles.
And look, Nathan Cleary's first try was almost like the Broncos one that he
Yes.
did. That was a pretty good one, I have to say. And look, I still don't think he's dominating, but that was a better one for him. That was a good game for him. I don't think he deserved Player of the Series, to be fair, but
Well, as soon as the Blues won, it was going to be him because he was the only real standout.
okay. But in game 1, he played well for 20 minutes, and that's when Tom was off the field. In game 2, he didn't play well.
They were never going to give it to anyone from Queensland. As soon as they lost, it was going to someone. from
No,
Queensland.
but I reckon they could have given it to somebody else.
Payne Haas.
Really? Yeah, he didn't play game 1.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. And
They should have just given it to Bradford.
the fact is,
He
Payne
played
Huss,
one game.
Exactly.
the fact is in game 2, Payne Huss was not very dominant.
Yeah,
To be fair, I'm not surprised. I'm
How many-
surprised they didn't give it to Marky Mark.
Who played all three? Tedesco?
Give it to Isaiah,
Mark.
Wait, no.
Yeah, Mark
Yeah,
played,
he played
all
all
three.
three.
Moses played all three. Robson played all three. Barnett played all three.
Cameron Murray played all three, I think.
Hudson Young played all three. He'd be the closest. Hudson Young was pretty good for the series. But it's just like, there's not much else. It was probably going to be Cleary or bust in terms of the player of the series.
Queensland had won, they would have 3 or 4 kids to choose
Oh,
from.
Selwyn Cobbo should have won.
It would have gone to Harry Grant, I think.
Probably would have gone to Finney and Walker.
Grant or Walker, if they'd won.
Although it's hard to tell
Yeah.
because they were all so bad in this game that it's hard to imagine a world where they were good.
See, they were dominated by the forward and Moses kicking.
And they all
simple as that.
They missed 50 tackles. Like at Origin, that is just
They missed
unacceptable.
30 in the first half, which is
Just
like
just
you
ridiculous.
should only be missing that in total. If that. You know? Well done, New South Wales. Let's move on to the weekend of actual
Go away, please.
clubland.
Queensland needs to pick better forwards. We know they have them. Pick them, dude. Alrighty.
So they don't get like
Thursday only had one game, and it was the Sharks playing the Broncos NRLW style. And why
The
was
Sharks-
this so close?
the Sharks actually scored the second try. No, the Sharks were winning at one point.
Yeah, the Sharks they scored the first 2 tries in the second half and were in
Yeah.
the lead, and then just I guess ran out of gas against
Sharks scored one try in the second
probably
half.
the best squad in the
Oh, wait,
entire
no.
league right
I
now.
think 40, yeah.
Just goofy. Just yeah. I'll give credit to the Sharks.
They pushed them. They really
pushed them
I was
really
I
hard.
was really concerned my tip was going to be absolutely horrendous. But good on them. I actually thought the Broncos were going to beat them
I
pretty
thought-
comfortably.
Look, after last week and just the domination that their forward line had against them, seeing the Johnston pair go off was excellent in this
So
game.
they Caitlin and
Ellie
yeah,
combined for some
250 between them.
meters.
Yeah,
Had 67 tackles with only 4 misses between them. They did really, really well.
Yeah.
I'm really liking what Anessa Biddle is doing out of the centres. She's really, really good. They really obviously benefit from having Penatani Gray back. She's a legend. You know how good she
well,
is.
yeah.
But just Shanta Kuriaratu had a couple of really poor errors and they conceded 9 penalties or something. It's just ill-discipline cost them in the end.
But it was a much closer game than anybody gave it credit for. I think most people thought it would have been pretty one-sided. Well done, Cronulla.
It's the competition favourite Broncos,
Mm.
right? Only losing by 6 is a win.
Absolutely.
But
Unlike the game last week.
unfortunately, it is Tamika Upton's world, and we are all living in it because she is just ridiculous.
It is so scary.
Like,
You know who else was really good? Lily and Yarrow.
she's good, man.
Why did we have to let her
I
go?
like Lily and Yarrow,
Really, a whole bunch of people.
but they're all good. Like you could run. This is a laundry list of just the best players in football: Upton, Robinson, Brigginshaw, Southport, Yarrow, Ferguson,
Although-
Clark, Dam, Teitzel, Spreadborough. Like, come on.
Brigginshaw's on her last legs, I guess. Now this is her
She's
last
still
year.
she's still doing well though. She's
Spreadborough, that's the funniest man I've ever seen.
right at what above Hinksman, Remy Hinksman.
That's a great
And
name.
like this is a Broncos team that isn't at full strength because they're without Shalom Salaso for the whole year, and she was the rookie of the year last year. ACL injury. So she's out for the whole season, but you know they've got Chelsea Leonard-Juicy to do stuff. So
Naducci's very good, actually.
they're the
I
Broncos.
thought the Naducci was the best
And the
Queensland player, actually.
Broncos,
So
the
yeah,
mighty Broncos. And
yeah,
that's
they're Brisbane.
not
Right?
even close to their song.
They're just great.
It was their original.
There's not much to add to how good the Broncos are, other than that Tamika Upton and Jesse Southwell are going to run the NRLW for the football. So good luck everybody else.
They won't lose a game.
We know what happened to the team that didn't lose a game in the regular season last year. They lost in the grand final.
The Sharks.
To be fair,
No, they lost to the Broncos. It was the Roosters.
To be fair, Broncos has only lost one game last
Yeah, I
year.
suppose.
And that was to the Roosters, so it was like,
Yeah, wonderful. All right, Friday.
boys' turn. Let's have a look at the Tigers absolutely sucking.
Yeah, they're done.
They
Tigers
are
are done, and it's,
Luai's off at the end of the year to play for Parramatta.
what? How does this keep happening to this team? This is. I have never felt so much just pity for a fan base. Because how does this keep happening? They were so. Like, this was what round 4. Round 4, these guys played each other. The Tigers won, and since then
In New Zealand, yeah, I know.
in New Zealand, it's just gone like this.
And I'm sorry, the people coming back haven't made much of a difference. Alex Twile is not doing
And,
much.
and like you can't even blame the injuries because like Tanner Boyd was in the game in round 4. he's not there anymore. But instead, Tamari Martin's just playing like one of the best halfbacks in football.
That's because he is. He's been good for some time, Tamari Martin.
Jeez, man, the Tigers just...
See you later, Tig. Sorry.
The Warriors had a game plan, and it was go at Terrell Skelton the whole night. And he was just pants.
Well, the Warriors were excellent.
Tigers had a glimmer of hope in the beginning of the season, and then it turned into a fine speckle of dust, and then nothing.
That's what just dropped Luai and play Latu Finu in the halves. Put Latu Finu in the halves. Luai clearly doesn't want to be there. Like, evidently, he just doesn't like playing at the Tigers.
I don't think he doesn't like playing at Parramatta.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Got the same home ground and everything.
Well, I get to play with Mitch Moses there. Yeah, with what forward? At least the Tigers have good forward game. You get to play behind Luca Moretti for a whole season.
You're going to come last.
Fucking idiot.
You're going to come dead last.
Oh, great.
Because at least Boltman's a decent player.
Should never have left Penrith.
No.
Oh, man. But, yeah,
like, that's what happens when you chase the money.
You're right that even the people that have come back, like Terrell May, I thought had a shocker of the game.
He wasn't great. Alex 12. 14 runs for 94 is not a good average.
I know where Jarry Bullard gets off asking for $900,000 a year for doing absolutely nothing.
He's a worse version of Hammer.
He's a worse version of Hammer. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just there's nothing here. Adam Dewey can only do so much. He's good, but then there's only so much.
You know what I do? I actually like Senior Taruba, but even he can't.
I feel like you should not like him for the same reasons you don't like Jerome Luai. Because
Jerome is way worse. Jerome is much more smarmy. Yeah.
Taruba's just annoying. Yeah. Taruba's just annoying.
I don't like
At least it's fun.
Senior Taruba is like the Chris Paul.
But he's not big.
Exactly.
But he still runs hard, right? I do like that.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, they had some
they're bad.
Back, but they are just bad.
Even Starford Toa, who usually is good, he's terrible.
I'm in utter disbelief as to how this is happening. Because what they were doing at the beginning of the year looked so, like, sustainable.
Yeah.
The way they were playing football was just good, clean, run hard, tackle hard. And now it's gone. And they've got nothing.
I think
Don't bother running, who cares about tackling?
I think that 68-0 loss might have taken over.
They were broken long before that, man.
Yeah.
They've been bad since basically Magic.
They're
Liners through them now, which is really, really sad because they looked so good, but then like everybody got injured at the same time, and I think those couple of really bad losses
doesn't help.
Smacked their confidence. They just haven't got.
We know another team that's happened to, and they're also not doing very well.
Exactly. So it's I never felt more bad about a team that I have no like stakes in there falling to the floor like this. So
if it happened to the Warriors, I'd feel worse.
Oh yeah. Luckily, it's not happening to the Warriors.
No.
They are still amazing.
They are an incredible football type.
They are so, and they're like they're incredible, and they're fun to watch
They are.
too. They're playing some of the most exciting football.
They're looking like they're enjoying their footy. This is the whole thing. If you're enjoying your footy,
So good, dude.
it will show with results.
James Harris is really good. Yes. That's like my only note from this game is James Harris.
Him coming back has made a major difference because they were
They're
sort of.
doing this without Jackson Ford,
I know.
which is a sentence I never thought I'd.
They're doing it without Tanner Boyd either, which is also a sentence.
Yeah, but Toramari Martin's just a goat for some
He's
reason.
very good, and Tane Tuapiki. I mean, these little fullbacks are making a mockery
So
of football
He's
right
so
now.
good.
It's just crazy.
Lofty Pereira continues to just prove that if he plays games, he scores tries.
He scored. He is now one ahead of games with tries. I think it's like 64 and 63. It's something stupid like that.
100% try scoring rate, which is
Slightly better. In fact, if he plays for any number of games, he's going to be the record holder at some point.
Yeah, they're all great. Like a Halasima, bad, but that's the only knock I have on this team. He just doesn't do anything. He's bad. He played for 30 minutes and had 5 runs. One granted for 94 meters, and one of them was like 60. So he just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
I don't mind Moleca. At least he's good. I like Val.
I love Dimitri by now. Play him more. Play him more. I don't care who it comes. It can come at the expense of Tanner Stowers.
Jacob Laban had a good game.
No,
I mean,
I like Tanner Stowers.
Jacob Laban is a good player.
Jacob Laban, dude. Sam Healy is so good. Why do they have such a good hooker rotation? Like, look at Wade Egan. And then just got Sam Healy, who's basically Wade Egan as well. It's so good. everyone in the Warriors is performing at top
They
level.
seem to know their role right, and they do it very, very well.
This
This is
system
without
they
Gallen, right? But Adam Pompey's doing a pretty good
They're
job.
better with that talent anyway.
Alofiane Pereira. Oh, it's Chance is taking this. No.
Yeah,
Chance-
Chance is on the wing. Dallin would come back in.
Wouldn't there be Roger on Chance?
Oh, Roger's out for the whole
I
year.
know, but if he would. Isn't Chance-
No, Roger would have been on Loffy's.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
just they've been firing on all cylinders basically the whole year, and they showed no sign of slowing down. So there's not much else you can ask from the Warriors. They are
Adam Pompey's
killing it.
goal conversion rate 33%.
Not great, but then
Chanel Harris Kavita 100%.
Yeah, switched it over halfway through.
Yeah, well, why not if you're struggling? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why the Cowboys probably should have tried Drinkwater at least once just to see how we would have gone.
Yeah, right. So yeah, depressing for the Tigers. But at least their women's side won because the Cowboys women's side is just bad.
Apparently, the Cowboys pulled back slightly in the second half, but they obviously left too much in to start with.
Yeah, they won the second half by 4 points. It's bad. Just everything is bad. Everything is bad at the Cowboys.
That's because they lost all their best players. Like, literally, and one
Kieran
because they can't help,
Lillian
because,
Yara.
getting pregnant kind of slows you down.
Mackenzie Wheel's good.
Yeah.
Fran Goldthorpe is good. Emma Mandolin is good. Everything else is terrible.
That's a model.
Can Talisha Harden just stop? She clearly cannot. Why is she playing 70 minutes a game? Why is she a full game player at the age of 62?
Brechester's good.
Breechester, he makes a lot of tackles, but like
Double dash.
S.A. Barno just doesn't have the lateral movement to be a decent middle forward for an extended period of time. It just can't.
But she has to come on and just as like strike weapon.
She's played for like 10 minutes a week. She used to do a Spencer Lenny.
Or do 20 minutes, 10 before halftime, 10 after halftime.
Yeah, have someone play a bunch of minutes off the bench. That's fine.
Yeah.
They rolled into this game with a bit of a patchwork spine. They moved everything around. They moved obviously Abby Roach into the center. They had Lydia Webley end up starting the half, which I mean they scored more points than they did last week, so that's something, I guess. And then they moved Margot Vella to fullback, and
Both halves had the numbers 14 and 16. That was pretty close to what they picked.
excellent. Yeah, so just the Cowboys are bad. The Tigers have some good players. We know this, but they did what they had to do to beat them.
Yeah,
exactly.
simple as that.
Sarah Togatuki run all over them.
Howard Turnbull was pretty good.
They're forwards. They've sneakily got a pretty good forward pack. Holly Wheeler, Shaylee Bent, Shanice Monchiao, Sarah Togatuki. Like, there's some good people in this team. And, just Faith Manara just killed them. She was excellent in this game. 3 line breaks, set up a couple of tries. She was also Holly Wheeler, 8 runs for 94. That's pretty good.
They
Not much to speak about here from the Tigers because they just outplayed the Cowboys.
beat a team that's going to struggle this year.
Really, really bad.
It's going to struggle, unfortunately. Rebuild. They need a rebuild.
Also, the Bulldogs need a rebuild.
They just suck.
They're going to be one of the only teams competing with the Cowboys for the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah.
Because my word,
They did go deep and close.
this was rough.
No
They
one
beat
ran
them
over
because when you can't tackle, Jamie Chapman runs circles around you. Jamie Chapman, I think, had 4 tries in this game. Yes, she had 4 tries in this game.
Insane.
So yeah, she had a pretty good day.
She's the fastest player in the league, right?
10 for 184. That's all you really need to know about how this game went for the Bulldogs. There's no one really doing anything.
96 was their biggest run.
Whoa.
12 runs, 96 by Monica. Say that last name. Aguai.
There you go. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah, it's just like Takarang Patel at 9
because it's got
Cowaney 9 71, Leilani Wilson 11 for 84. They're not very effective in the middle of the field, and as such, Taylor Preston just can't do anything. So it's really, really tricky for the Bulldogs.
He's the only one who averaged more than meters per run.
There's just nothing doing for the Bulldogs at the moment. They're just a bad team, unfortunately, and the Titans are less bad. Yeah, because they've got Jamie Chapman, who's really good, and there's Lauren Brown, who's really good.
Yes.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yep.
But legitimately, they had a really, really good day. Their forward pack, I thought, was phenomenal between like Lofifo and Masanga and Georgia Hale, always really, really strong out of the hooker position. So just really, really good all around here from the Titans. I've been quite.
Well, they'll
impressed.
be somewhere near the finals, but I don't.
They'll be somewhere near sixth. I won't be shocked if they're near. Like they made their last year, so
yeah.
I'm surprised they're not playing Indy Bostock on the wing. I feel like I thought she was brought in to be like their main winger, but instead they're playing. Oh no, she was playing the wing this week. That's right. I keep forgetting that. It was a long time ago. We're recording this on Wednesday. This game was on Saturday. So much happened between then and now.
Yes.
For example, like the Knights nearly beating the Roosters. That was close.
Bad game of football. Bad game of football.
Yeah. Why are the Knights like sneakily pretty close to the Roosters? They're really good. I'm confused as to how.
They still had the
Jesse Southwell was holding this team back. They're crazy. What are you doing? No, it's curative. It's curative. She's just the best.
She's curative and
you let her go.
Yeah, I don't know. She just wanted to go, I think.
Play football.
Same with the Cowboys, that's back home though, so they're home.
Yeah,
That just refrained to calling
they're
it
legit. Like they're like
Big baby is all I was gonna say.
they've got so many like Finay Finau. She's awesome.
Such a good name.
She's so. I'm shocked. I shouldn't be shocked as how good she is. She's playing in the NRL. It's the top flight. Women's rugby league. I shouldn't be shocked if people are good, but like she's awesome. They've got Yasmin Meeks 16 for 157 is just absurd. Janice Parker at 170. Lucy Spain's slightly pretty good at fullback, so they've got a lot. They've got a lot going for them. The Knights. I am very, very interested to see how far.
And the Roosters still don't have Amber Hall playing, so it's kind of
well, unfortunately, the Roosters just everywhere. Yeah, I know. They're good everywhere. Olivia Koenig is 24 for 193. That's ridiculous. 100. Isabel Kelly 16 for 180 with no line breaks, 72 post contact meters.
yeah, they're good.
She's so good. She's so good.
Just 10 for 128.
They're so. It's just a laundry list of the best people in the competition, right? Corbin Baxter, Bridie Park, Surges, Kelly, Preston, Keller.
Surprise me if they're playing Brisbane again in the grand final at the end of this year.
Yeah, Yasmin Meeks, Olivia Koenig, Jasmine Strange. Like, that's someone who no one talks about. Jasmine Strange is an elite level player, just no one talks about it because he's in the Roosters. Like, Strange. I also don't want to say some relation to Ethan Strange, and I guess by extension, some relation to John Strange,
who is definitely Strange's dad.
Yes. So there you go. Just this game was closer than it needed to be, but I will give the Knights full credit.
You know why? It's that
Bruce's
completion rate was horrendous.
So great.
I'm not saying it wasn't a great game of football, but it was
that's how you have to play against the Roosters. So you scrap against them, bring them down to your level, give them experience. And the Knights nearly did that, so give them full credit for that.
The Roosters just managed to do slightly better per run, which kind of helped a little bit.
Their forwards are really good.
Yeah.
Speaking of good forwards, what the fuck?
What happened in this game?
So the Sharks just decided to poach Dolphins at KO Stadium. They won by 66 points. What?
You rang me in the only hell of the weekend.
What fresh hell? I reckon because they didn't score until the 16th minute. They went at a point a minute for an hour. They went at a point a minute for an hour. That's just absurd.
Well, you look at it, was it 16, 22, 26, 31?
They had a period of basically 20 minutes where they didn't score any points as well.
Yeah, 17 minutes in the middle there where they didn't score anything. And then it was 51, 57, 61, 70, 73, and 78. The Dolphins were dead in the water.
I tell you what, if the Dolphins do their customary choke at the end of the year, this is the game we're all going to look back on and say, this is where it all started, right?
That game kind of reminds me of the Cowboys game, right? The Cowboys against the Tigers, right? 2023. They didn't score a try for like 15 minutes in the beginning, and then they just went bang. And just
I legitimately don't understand how this happened. How does it like? I know you can say, they were without some people, their origin people backed up. I know they're without Isaiah Cattell, but they were without Isaiah Cattell for like 3/4 of the game against the Warriors, and they won that game. So I'm in shock. I still don't understand how this game happened. Nico Hines, I think, set the Sharks club record for amount of points. I think he beat out Brett Kamali.
26 or something.
30 points.
30. Did he get 2 tries?
He got 2 tries.
Okay, there 2 tries and 11 conversions.
30
Yeah.
points. He scored 30 points. It wasn't even half of what the Sharks scored.
No.
Just they won by sheer virtue of their forwards steamrolling the Dolphins. That's exactly what happened. They completely Tom Hazelton had 155 meters. It was Tom Hazelton had 155.
134.
And it was 12 for 131, counting off Oregon. Just decides to go ham. CSC Vitalikai was excellent in this game. Just every single forward was awesome. And they didn't have Jesse Colhoun. Their forward pack wasn't at full strength. And they still did this. This was ridiculous. I still can't believe this. And obviously, Nico Hines, stellar.
He finally actually is starting to show some of the stuff he had a few years ago.
This was the best that he and Trindle have looked. Granted, resistance, none.
Yeah, there was 0 resistance.
But that's at least something. Even when the Sharks would beat teams really well, it wasn't 66 points. We've never seen this from the Sharks before.
No, they actually went
They went
full no mercy, right?
They went great white sharks instead of reef sharks.
Reef sharks.
Tiger shark.
No,
Tiger sharks are terrifying.
Them and the bull sharks, forget that.
Bull sharks
They are the yuckiest sharks in the world.
And goblin shark.
Yeah, salt and freshwater. It's great.
Why?
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, just every single player on the Sharks I thought was amazing. There was not a bad player.
When they score 66 to block, you
can't be
hard pressed to find a bad one, right?
Yeah, this was amazing.
Yeah.
Cronulla, there's no real other way to put it. This was just sheer and utter domination.
Yep.
So good job. If you can keep some semblance of this form up, I might change my mind, but I haven't yet.
Sione Katoa ran for 210 metres. He's going to be a good one for the Cowboys when he comes up here.
Come on, boys. Yes. We've got some good ones.
Yes, we do.
As long as they stay healthy.
Yep.
But yeah, the Dolphins were bad.
You know
this
what?
was awful.
In a losing team, Finatuiaki can hold his head up.
He did 8 for 61.
But he must have tackled
everyone had to tackle to their heart's content because the Sharks had 60% of the ball and completed it 90%.
The Dolphins, when they had the ball, only
were bad.
69.
They just didn't do anything. It was just so much nothing for the Dolphins in attack, and then eventually their forwards gave out, and that's when 60 points happened.
Connolly,
that was one of the worst games I've ever seen from an edge forward. I don't know what in the world he was doing out there.
Connolly, yeah. Normally
he was
he's good.
shocking.
And normally he's excellent. I don't know what happened
His
in this
defense
game.
was so bad.
Well, it sounds like the majority.
Yeah, but they went through and around him for I want to say 75% of their tries was going to Connolly on the other side. They just kept going through.
Well, there were 3 players who at least looked like they tried hard.
Trey Fuller always tries hard.
Beaton Nafal, who
he tries,
and Jermaine Zaka.
Yeah, it's the back. Right? It's just nothing else. I mean, I feel bad for Kurt Donahue. He tries his damnedest. I like him, but
please produce 2 runs for 40.
I think Max Platt got hurt in this game, which is what you get from playing off Origin.
Well, he probably asked to play. So
Why didn't Hammer play? Hammer didn't do anything in Origin. He should have been perfectly healthy. Drop Jake Avarillo for him. He was also bad. You can tell that the Dolphins were bad because Herbie Farnworth was bad. And that never happened.
So he still ran more than 10 metres a run.
Yeah, but he also had 4 errors or something. Yeah, he had 4 errors. That's uncharacteristic of
the Dolphins. Well, I'm hoping they have 2 bad weeks in a row, but this was terrible.
I know it's one game, but this is the sort of game that derails a year. We've seen this happen before. We've seen it happen for last year, I think it was. Last year or the year before, where they're going into the last month of football, they only need to win 2 games to make the 8, and they had lost none of them, conceding 60 and 50 points. Yeah, they won none of them, conceding 140 points or something. And it could be happening again. So if the Dolphins fall out of the 8, we're going to look back at this as the inflection point. Could be. So I hope
see if they can back up Suncorp this week.
Boy, do they need Isaiah Katoa back so badly.
They're struggling with that, aren't they?
Well, it's just everything past him dies. Like, there's no good service for the second rowers. There's nothing good for the centers. And
Schneider is okay, but he's certainly
he's not
Isaiah Katoa. Yeah.
Isaiah Katoa's ball movement is the best of any halfback in the competition. So it's hard to
His read of the game is probably the best of any halfback in the competition. It's crazy.
Freddie Nicarima can't do anything, basically.
Not by himself, apparently. He works very well with.
Yeah, right. No, he doesn't do anything. The Bulldogs. I'm done. They're gone.
They're bad
Forget them.
They're bad in
Fine.
both leagues.
You
It's terrible.
suck. You lost. You conceded 40 to the Raiders. That is just. This is so bad.
That cost me a second rower.
That cost he was playing lock in this game.
He scored 3 tries.
Yes, he did. He was really good.
And the Bulldogs were really bad. The Bulldogs were awful.
They were just bad. It was just, there's no any way around it. They were awful.
They were lucky to get to 16, but the last couple of tries happened in the last 5 minutes.
The game plan that the Warriors had was to go after Jarrell Skelton. The game plan the Raiders had was go after Jeffrey Nakama, and he was just destroyed the whole night.
I mean, he attacked well, but
They kept going at him, and it kept working. So
why not?
there's nothing much else. The Bulldogs were really poor,
Yeah,
and that's probably the end of their year now. I think
I don't see they.
they're done. There's just nothing. There's nothing for them to do. I mean, Preston was back, and that's something. But like, he wasn't even the best second rower coming back from a major injury in this game because Noah Barton had double ankle surgery, hadn't played a game in 3 months, and was amazing.
It's amazing.
His defense, 34 and 1. He was great though. Like, what he does isn't on the stat sheet. It's the amount of hustle that he has.
Yeah.
He plays with such enthusiasm that it's so hard to try and get past him. It's him, it's Owen Paddy, who for some reason, actually not for some reason, we know he's really good. He's going to be playing Origin in a couple of years. Kicked 2 40-20s down a dummy half. One of them just the best 40-20 I think I've ever seen. Just ridiculous. And this is like, they did this and KO Weeks did essentially nothing. That tells you that like Ethan Sanders did basically everything. Ethan Strange came off the bench, so did Hudson Young. Ethan Sanders had the best game of his career so far. He was stellar in this game. So many good people for the Raiders here.
Yeah, they were very, very good.
This is a throwback to last year's Raiders, and I'm happy that we got to see it because I've missed it.
Josh Papali's still playing, and
Back.
he got 7 for
Going
72,
out.
which isn't
Sad.
too bad actually. But
He deserved his end. Not like they would have won the premiership last year if he didn't re-sign this year. I stand by that fact. Him re-signing plays some sort of weird hex on the team. Good job. But yeah, just the Raiders were really, really good.
Nice.
This year was always going to be a bit strange because they lose Jamal Fogarty, right? They've got to redo the whole spine to accommodate that. Ethan Sanders comes in also okay. This year was always going to be a bit of a blip. But now they've got some really good young guys coming
next
through.
year, look out. I reckon they'll
I'll be very, very careful.
Yeah.
Especially if they can, like, I know Josh will probably be gone, but they're not short on forwards. No. They'll probably be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zach Hoskins scoring 3 tries is absurd.
Terrible.
So great. I feel like those are the first times I've actually seen Raiders forwards go through the middle for a try, like crash play style. Because the only ones I've seen were like Corey Horsburgh ones, and like they both came off kicks. So maybe a mentality shift is happening. It's like we're going to punch teams in the teeth, which should be how they play anyway.
They've got the forward pack to do it. I don't know why they don't do more of that.
Xavier Savage,
Yeah, he's scary.
like him, he should be on the winning origin. Or him in.
Like the Queenslander.
Yes, he is.
Oh, there you go.
He's a Queenslander. So
Maybe put him. He's very fast.
I'd like him. He'd be great. You know who's not great? Eels.
Bad.
They are bad.
It's bad. This is the most nothing game.
I'm just surprised it wasn't a worse scoreline for them.
The only reason I cared about this game is because Daniel Tupou playing 300, scored 3 tries.
Yep.
Yes, very good.
He's third on the list of all-time try scorers.
Nothing else in this game really interests me. This was always how this game was going to play out. The Eels don't have anything, and the Roosters do. Yep. That's about it. Anything else?
Funny how that works.
Any standouts for the Eels? I think Jack Williams tried really hard, which he has the whole year. Really played 80 minutes, 107 meters, 6 tackle breaks. He's a great defender.
I like that.
He's a really,
very
really good defender.
What is Jack DeBellum doing still playing? The guy's a million years old.
some good players. Like I still really like this Jordan Samarani guy. Ronald Baldwin does things, whether they're good or bad things is apparently a lottery. This Brown dude did okay by the looks. Tinker Brown. Yeah, I like him.
What?
I
He
like
got small now.
Tinker Brown. And that Jonas Hazard did things.
I like watching Dylan Walker.
We do like Dylan
play.
Walker. We are a pro Dylan Walker show.
Yes,
I do
we
like
are. I
Dylan
think,
Walker.
I mean, he's a bit of a journeyman, but he always makes a difference when he comes onto the field.
Yes, it does. But there's just
Unfortunately,
they
don't
just
have much
can't
else.
get it to mesh.
Josh
at
Adokar
all.
has been very, very poor this year. I don't think he's done very much.
Look, there is no doubt that Parramatta play with heart. That's one thing you can never fault them under.
Maybe
under
he's just
Jason Riles.
Maybe Josh Adokar just playing the entire year DUI or PUI, playing under
the influence.
Maybe
Possibly.
He's just,
or he's just old.
look, even there,
He's
Isaiah
not
Youngie, 19 runs for only 117.
He
so-
runs sideways a lot, which sometimes works for him, but sometimes doesn't.
Like for the
Yeah, it just wasn't much for them, and that's the way it works.
The Roosters won.
By a dude.
Correct.
By enough.
Right.
I think they could have won by a lot more, but who cares?
Yeah, right. Like
Why kill yourself when you don't have to?
their first half wasn't great. Like they're only up.
try.
They were up 4-0 at halftime. This is not a great first half, but they just decided, you know, what, we're gonna win. And if they could do that, more power to them. You know. So I just don't care. I just don't care about the Roosters. I just don't.
No, they're going to win. They're going to be.
Well,
They're not
they have
going
a
to win, but they're going to be there or thereabouts at the end. You just don't like the coach. You like it when Clipper Cronk was there, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, they were winning. Then.
Oh wow! Let's just follow the team because they win.
I'm a Cowboys fan. That means nothing to me.
You don't like them half the time.
Speaking of not winning, I may have overestimated the Women's Warriors a bit because why did the Raiders put 40 on them? This game was crazy. I still can't believe that the Raiders decided to be good. Because I remember talking to Ocean. Yes, Ocean Tierney. Ocean Tierney is there, but
Moana.
this game was nuts from the Raiders. I was so impressed with their ability to keep with the Warriors, and then just surpass them.
Say see you later, Warriors.
Just
Yeah.
I didn't think the game would go like this. I thought the Warriors were pretty simple, and
I'm pretty sure I tipped the Warriors.
oh yeah. But it's all of the people. Like you've got Zahara Temra, who's just one of the best forwards, halfbacks, in the entire competition. She's great. You got Chloe Saunders, Jordan Preston, Sophie Hollyman, Samaima Taufa. Like they've got a great forward pack to work with. So much to the point that Holly May Dodds relegated to the bench. This was awesome. I still can't believe.
Well coached.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously well coached. So you just got. I may have underestimated them. I may have underestimated the Raiders. They could be going for a final third.
Well, here's the deal: when you try and get estimation from like preseason, it's not a very good.
You know why? It's because they got Crystal Blackwell.
I wonder who
All the teams that steal Cowboys players are good.
That's because the Cowboys made finals last year, and they decided, you know what? Let's just lose all our players.
Sure, it goes to the Knights. They're really good. You got two of the forwards went to the Sharks.
Lily and Yarrow and
Lily and Yarrow's on the Broncos and Crystal Blackwell's on the Raiders. So you're welcome, everybody else. Thank you. Thank you for stealing all our players.
Anyway, but well done,
Raiders.
Canberra.
Warriors, I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, well,
Very
nobody really stood up at all, did they?
Really, didn't do anything. 62%
that is
completions is why.
Really bad.
And
10
conceding,
line breaks to 1.
that'll do it.
Yes,
Their defense was very bad.
quite obviously.
It was really sad because I want the Warriors to be good. Hopefully it's just a blip. I pray that it's just a blip. But that's
Guess
wrong.
we'll find out.
Probably
won't we?
says more about the Raiders.
Yeah,
Good job.
well done.
And the Dragons are good. And the Eels aren't.
Yes.
At least that doesn't change from league to league. The
No,
Eels still suck.
Yeah, but the Dragons aren't horrible in the women's league, unlike the Dragons.
The Dragons are horrible. They got Tegan Berry and no one else.
Well, how did they win so comfortably then? Is that just because Parramatta are really
Because-
bad?
Because Tegan Berry is the GOAT. Tegan Berry just does everything. And Casey Ray. Casey Ray's really good. They've at least got some decent spine help. But, just like, there's nothing else here. It's Tegan Berry, 13 for 180, a line break, 5 tackle busts, an offload,
She's like Jamie Chapman.
forcing a dropout. Yeah, she's great. And Casey Ray set up a try. He was pretty good. But it's just like there's nothing much else to talk about. Madison Mulhall is about the only decent forward here. So I guess the Dragons won. Better than they've won half as many games as the men have now.
Yep, they only played 2 games.
How good's that? But yeah, just I don't mind the Dragons being good because I really like watching Tegan Berry, but Shanae Sasolka does things. She's not on the Broncos anymore, so it kind of sucks for her. But the spiritual success of the double dash, Ruby Jean, Kenneth Ellis. I like that. I like we've got multiple hyphens again. Make multiple hyphens. No, I don't think so.
We've got a lot of second names that are hyped.
Not
Not
both.
both, no.
Like, I feel like the closest is probably Frank Paul Sala.
I think there's Louis Moi, I suppose.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
But they weren't hyped.
That's just how it was.
Yeah.
It's just a block.
Just crazy. But yeah, look.
Snatching.
Yeah, well done, Dragons. Parramatta, you got a bit to work on.
I have been very impressed with Abby Church so far.
Yeah.
She killed it at Origin. She's killing it at the club. But unfortunately, the rest of her team isn't good. But they've just got, like, Kennedy Charrington is okay, you know.
LCL, that's terrible. 4 runs only.
Yeah, right. That's
As
really
the
low
leader
for
of your
her.
pack, you should be doing a bit more than that.
Yeah, like Ruben Charrington had 64 minutes at hooker, 4 runs for 16 meters, 23 tackles, 5 misses. That hooker is just not
That's
good
not
enough.
good enough. No, not
So
even close.
they got to find some things. Rachel Pearson can only do so much with a pack that's been beaten this bad. Like River Lee Howard 5 for 32 and 45 minutes. So
No, they need to really. I mean,
tricky for the Eels here. They need to really.
what are the Eels complete at?
82%.
So not horrible.
Not
So
horrible.
it's just they didn't run with any venom, obviously.
So the Dragons missed 44 tackles. The scramble was really good.
So once again, we understand that missed tackles actually.
Missed tackles is an empty statistic. Unless you're
Queensland and
unless you're Queensland, and unless you're Brandon Smith, because I know they say that they're an empty statistic, but missing 13 tackles is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is not good.
That can't be right, because I thought he was actually pretty good.
Fancy points.
I thought that Brandon Smith was actually really good. I didn't think he was that in defensively.
You know who's come to light for South Sydney? David Fafita.
That duck.
I did say that would happen.
He's come to life because at Brisbane
He's
he's
healthy.
fallen down. At Gold Coast he didn't want to play. Quite obviously.
He's healthy.
That's good. He's
For the
back
first
with-
time in a few years, I think he's healthy.
And he's also back with Wayne, which makes him pretty happy.
Probably helps. And he has forward partner Keon Kolomatani, who is just
He's insane, isn't he?
how in the world does he keep doing this?
How does he not get in the New South Wales team? I really don't get it.
Warrior Galen's going to be here. Fair enough. Unfortunately, they won.
They
He
did,
won't
but
be there next year. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, this was a nuts game of football.
the Knights nearly snatched it.
Like,
at the
it's
end.
a reverse of the game that they played earlier in the year where Souths nearly pipped the Knights in that 80-point ridiculousness. 50 points is a little bit more acceptable.
Yeah, but
Like they nearly got him, dude.
the Knights
They
scored
nearly
3 tries
got
in
him.
about 10 minutes and nearly caught them.
That Kalen Ponga, that Dylan Lucas pass was awesome. He's so good.
I'm sorry, Callum Ponga is still probably the number 1 fullback in the competition.
Calen Ponga, so.
Reece Walsh.
We're not even talking about him.
No, but number
He
one.
lives in your brain rent free.
Number one fullback.
He's not even the number 5 fullback at the moment. I mean,
I'm going to disagree. But yeah, just Newcastle did. They didn't win.
they didn't win. They did enough to nearly
They
win.
got so close.
They needed 5 more minutes.
Or
You know what? Set up for somebody to try for a 2-point field goal or
can
something.
anybody in the team kick them? If you Dylan Brown, it'd have to be the one.
Well, Ponga could probably have a swing, I guess. But Brown could probably kick one. He's got a good sized boot.
They've got.
Fletcher Sharp at this point. Who cares? Somebody.
Does Fletcher Sharp kick the ball?
Phoenix Cross.
No. No.
Dylan Lucas, he can do everything else.
Cross him to try and kick the ball with his head.
Dylan Lucas can do everything else. But
Dylan
he'll never
Lucas
go
can
out
do
of it.
everything. He's great.
Yeah.
I'm sad that he had a bad game at Origin. He probably won't be back there because he's a really, really good player.
Yeah.
He's
But then
great.
they replaced him with Ola Kawada, who didn't get to play anyway. So
Really
great.
Yeah. I think the big thing for Newcastle here is that Dominic Young was awful. because his effort in defense and attack sometimes was just.
He was smashed by a guy half his size, literally.
Jai Gray tipped him over, I think, twice.
He had one of
Jai Gray playing out of position on the wing.
Mm-hmm.
Dom Young is 3 times his size.
Yep.
How? How does that happen?
Dom Young had one of the all-time Falcons I've ever seen.
Bang, yeah.
Jai Harrow was loving it. He was so happy that
It wasn't quite as good as the Falcon from Jeremiah in Game 3, where he was in the head by.
nearly knocked out.
Yeah, he wasn't in good shape.
Yeah, just the Knights were so close to. Kalen Ponga did his best 15 minutes of football.
Dane Gagai tried hard all game. You can look at that. 16 for 1. The guy's 35.
Bad.
Dane Gagai's 35.
Bad.
Still running more than 150 meters a game.
I was personally rooting for the Rabbitohs with Jai Harrow.
Oh, yeah, look, I didn't mind that they won, but I tipped Newcastle because I thought, Newcastle probably win. But they drive.
And you know the Rabbits, they did it for you, man. Let go of the arrow, by the way. I've seen so many celebrations where people were doing it and letting go of the bow.
Oh, yeah.
What in the
That's
world?
not Jai Bow.
Odysseus would be so disappointed.
It's not Jai Bow.
Oh my word. But yeah, just
That was funny because it was the one they showed quite slow mo was the Tioni Katoa one where he goes. Okay, you just been hit in the face
never
by
mind, I
your own
don't
bow.
want him. He can stay in Cronulla.
No, I don't mind him. He's good.
But yeah, boy, did
Apparently it started off with a 120 kilogram cake or something stupid.
130, I think.
130.
Man, did Souths cut this close? Man, did they cut this close?
They should have won by more.
They should have won by a lot more. When they were up, hold on, they were up 20 to 6 at half.
They were up. Yes.
And when they were down, actually they went up 26 to 6
Look,
with
the
like
Knights-
15 minutes left.
And the Knights scored 3 tries in 7 minutes.
I cannot believe that South nearly did this, but they held on.
They did.
And you can credit the feeder and Kalama Matangi and Alice Duncan.
That's it.
Alice Duncan is amazing. Doesn't matter where he plays.
Also, I want to point something out. They showed the halftime show from this game. It was the weirdest thing with like the Wiggles and the Tree Man and
Oh yeah, the tree of wisdom. I haven't kept up with the Wiggles in a very long time. I don't know
There's
what's
a
happening.
reason for that
It's
because
like-
they've gone stupid.
It's like jumping back into the MCU if you haven't watched it for 5 years.
Yeah, what's
what's
going
one
on?
division?
What's a Shang-Chi?
Yeah. It's just crazy.
What is the tree?
I mean, they sang happy birthday to Jai, which was nice.
There's someone else there as well.
I was just amazed when they interviewed him. He sounded so low already. I feel so bad. Because his speech is the first thing that's disappearing. But even his walk, you can see that his walk is getting a bit wobbly.
I hope. Look, I love.
Find some cure for this shite.
I love the way that rugby league has done all of this for Jai Arrow this year. But I think at some point you're going to need to let him out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
I personally don't want to see the decline, right?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would want to see that. So I think you can give him this
Is that
month.
in July? After
I
that,
think
leave
that
line.
needs to be the end of
Yeah.
it. Because it'd be too heartbreaking to see a much
It already is.
much beloved player. Right? I don't think anybody doesn't like that.
No, he's one of the most or least hated players that's probably been around.
So yeah, let him deal with it as he sees fit. Don't stick cameras in his face and argue with him.
He needs
Ever.
they need to.
He still has a good sense of humor though.
Yeah.
He went on a podcast, I think, with I don't remember who it was with, but I know he went on a podcast. He had the funniest 15 minutes.
What's that, the 24-hour podcast with James Graham?
I don't remember.
James Graham's fly around.
I don't think
This is
so.
the fire around.
He was. I'll talk about it again. He was talking about how apparently with motor neurone disease, orgasms are really good. Apparently, so that was funny. Legitimate. I swear to God. I swear I'm telling the truth. You can find the clip somewhere.
Okay, well, whatever works for you, Jai, I suppose.
Apparently, well, you gotta let him enjoy something.
Well,
right?
that's it, eh?
You let him enjoy that. So I thought it's good to see he still has a sense of humor. That's
We love
great.
him.
No, he's good. And look,
Good job, South, for doing it for him. Man.
I hope they find it good. That's the great. So horrendous.
Jack Graves the best. He's good. I love Jack Graves.
I kind of.
And they still didn't play John Radle. I'm mad about that.
I played John Doe. Sorry.
When he said
I was going to say, and when you said John Radle, it got me confused. Matthew Duffy still ran for over 200 metres at fullback.
Why is he so good? Why is he so?
He's still fast.
It's like it's 2017 again. Matt Duffy, Tamari Martin, they're all great.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Jason Tamalolo playing.
Yes,
Exactly.
I know.
We've gone back in the
David
time.
Fafita.
It's 2017 again.
Yeah.
How good. But yeah, just South's won, but my word was that quote.
Yes, Kalen Ponga, even though South won, Kalen was probably the best player on the park.
Probably. Yeah. Speaking of football, I don't know. I can't think of a segue into this stupid ass game.
Why?
Ha!
I hate this team. I hate this damn team.
Ha! I tipped them.
I said them too.
Why did you think they were going to win?
I thought there was
Exactly.
I thought there was a chance.
There was
of
a
them
path. There's always a chance of
winning.
stupid
Because
games all running.
Manly have been a bit lower over the last few weeks, so I thought
FozBall's dead.
FozBall is
If
now
FozBall
dead.
loses to the Cowboys, it's dead.
Yeah.
I hate this team. Why can't they be normal?
Just cause.
Be normal! Who is the Parramatta to come out and beat Manly and Penrith? What do you mean?
They don't want to be normal. They want to trick everybody, and that's what they're doing.
Why are we letting Scott Drinkwater go again?
I don't know. I don't think he really wanted to go.
They were never going to get enough money.
No, they couldn't give him.
The Dragons were going to be able to offer him too much.
Nobody
So now
else
we
did
only
that.
have one field goal kicker for next year because we have Jake Clifford.
But
That's it.
I
Jackson.
will say, if Drinkwater's gone, I don't mind having Jackson third year on the spine. Because that looks pretty good.
I think he'll be fullback.
I think he'll be better at fullback when they
Because
give
he's
him
got more space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but, like even in
But
the
it
halves,
doesn't-
he's actually looked
It
okay.
doesn't kind of matter because fullback is basically
The
5'8",
third half
the
anyway.
second 5'8", basically. So I think it'll work. I think they'll keep Chester in the centres there, and they'll have Jesse Ramey with him.
there.
Yeah, so
And then if Tower takes time to win spot, we're all set. I like it.
set for next year.
It's good to go into an off season knowing what's going to happen. But I don't like why I don't know what this team is going to do on a week-to-week basis. What in the world
Jake
was this
had a
game?
bit of a low game,
He had a shocker.
but
Luckily,
to
Braden
his credit, in the last 10 minutes, he really did stand up at that point.
Yes. Well, he had like two excellent runs, but then
Learn
setting
how.
up
Filling
the,
up 2 drives,
the
basically.
Ruben Cottage
Yeah.
drive.
Learn how to kick a conversion, I swear.
No one in this
One
game
from 4 on both
There was a
sides
really-
is garbage.
There was a really good meme. They had like this is how they must have kicked at goal, and they had both Fogarty and Clifford with like blindfolds on, getting set to kick.
Right.
That's what it seemed like.
You know how at halftime with Cowboys again now they're doing the drunk goggles thing?
Drunk goggle.
That's this.
Yeah.
Bro, I could have kicked the last kick that Jake Clifford missed. I could have kicked
Why is he
that.
only taking it back 16 metres?
Dude,
The guy can kick it from halfway. Just take it back to the 30, you would have slotted it.
And
Even though it would have gone further to the right. Who knows? I don't know.
Tom Chester was both good and bad.
Yes, he was.
First try.
One of his drops unfortunately led to Manly's try.
Yes.
So Jason Saab was good. I have to say Jason Saab was good because he was actually quite good.
Well, you're running at the slowest back line in the entire league. Good for you. The fastest man in the competition.
And unfortunately,
We had
Turbo
Jackson
did actually quite well against them, as he normally does.
In the first half. In the
Yeah.
second half, I think he touched the ball like 4 times.
Manly actually went to sleep in the second half.
Really poor,
They
weren't
were. I actually thought 14-6 was probably the right score at half time.
Well, I didn't think the Cowboys could turn that around.
No, I actually thought, we're going to lose this one. But because Cowboys, when they trail at half time, generally don't win.
But instead, the Cowboys obviously found something to neutralise the forwards. Because I didn't think, like, Tanyella for second into all that much. Ola Kawachi didn't play minutes in Origin. Like, he was good again in the first half, but in the second half, they just had nothing. I was so confused And yet it still took the Cowboys golden point to beat a team that did nothing for 40 minutes.
Well, if Jake Clifford could have kicked a field goal, it
Wouldn't
wouldn't have
matter
been.
anyway,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Just
All
bad.
converted. But you say the same for Manly, right? Matt Fogarty didn't kick anything
Laurie
either.
can't kick
Sonny Luke annoys me. Because he's clearly very good. But his
12 runs for 131 as a bench hooker.
what are you looking at?
And I look at the wrong
You're
one.
looking at Halen Luke.
Oh, I'm looking at
Sonny
Luke.
Luke is
Sorry.
35.
Alright, sorry, my bad. I
Look,
looked at the
he's,
Luke.
he's clearly incredibly talented.
Yeah.
But his feel for the game is non-existent. Because if he looks to his left, he scores.
I know, he zigged when he should have zagged.
Oh.
There was space. And he stepped the wrong way. It was really good.
And we've got our brand new game show in rugby league. What is double movement? Because
What is a double move?
I think in a vacuum, the Reed Marnie thing is the correct call.
Yes, it is.
But it's one that came in the game after that screws everything up,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And one the week before as well,
Yeah,
which was
it's-
egregiously worse. Because you look at
I'll tell you why, right? Tom Jenkins, who does he play for? Jack Howard, who does he play for? He plays for the Cowboys.
and it's Reed
That's
Marnie.
why.
And it's Reed Marnie. And they
And
don't
it's
like
Reed
him.
Marnie. No one likes Reed Marnie. I don't like Reed Marnie. I can't believe I'm defending Reed Marnie. This is what this team has done to me.
It's funny. Because
I've
here's
aged
the thing.
5 years.
When his arm hit the ground, has his arm been out like this when it hits the
He
ground?
moves it out to try.
It's a try.
But if
Because
he
his
holds
arm's
it to-
already out like
if he
that.
holds it to himself, he ends up at the end goal anyway.
I know. He gets pushed
Stupid.
over the line.
I could go back to salty. You stupid man.
But
You stupid man.
this is the
Don't
thing.
mind him. He's stupid.
There has been in the past where they've still promoted the ball, but the bunker has come out and said, but momentum has taken them into the end goal anyway.
right?
Which and it was
Bad
Jenkins'
man.
one, which was terrible.
Yeah.
His
Here's
carrying the ball definitely hit the ground. Then when he put it over the line, it's arguable that he dropped the thing. So I mean, it's like, so it could have been more.
Yeah,
Could have
definitely
been more.
correct.
I think in the second half, the Cowboys were definitely the better team.
I agree.
And I think, once again, you know, you got your big bookends there. Tamalolo and McKaylee were good.
Can we get Fonzie back in this game so I don't feel the back labels anymore? Please.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Please.
Um,
I'm so sick and tired of back labels, dude.
And
Can't
look,
deal with it.
Griffin Neem, you might need to go to the Blackhawks for a little while.
Yeah, he is not.
I'm so sad because he looked so good for the past 2 years, and somehow now he's forgotten how to stay on his feet and hold
Hold on to the ball and tackle. Although he wasn't too bad in the defense.
I cannot believe what's happening.
He just fallen off.
He can't be healthy. He can't be healthy. There must be something going on.
Gillum Lukey's
He's pretty good.
Jeremiah Nene's sneaky come back and done all right too. Just
He hasn't been bad, which is what I thought he would be.
Yeah.
So that's an improvement.
Ruben Cotter, who played 68 minutes on Origin, played. Was it the full 80 this time?
59.
Oh, 59. Played another 60 minutes.
Scored the equalising try.
Yep.
Pretty good.
That was the most clutch try of all
And it was
time.
pretty cool actually.
It was the pass from Purdue was really good, wasn't
It
it?
was a good pickup because it was like bouncing around on the ground, pick it up,
Right
pass it
footed
back.
kick from Scott Drinkwater.
Yes,
by
I
the way.
know. That's kind of like the Jonathan Thurston field goal with his left foot. Stupid. Yeah.
But you know, Brayden Burns is good.
Brayden Burns was
I'm happy we
excellent.
have Brayden Burns.
That try he scored was so cool. He's doing that a bit, like
And he
sneaking
screwed-
down the
and
blind
he
side.
Screwed up another one by forgetting where his foot is.
Well, he was pushed out to be fair as well.
Jump. You
Yeah.
are a winger. Your one job is jump.
He's also about 6'2" or something, so he should be able to do that.
Thank you. So, the Cowboys won. I don't understand what this team is.
Now they only need 3 more wins.
Out of 7
Out of-
games.
7 games.
I did say they needed to jag one against either the Dolphins or Manly to probably make the final.
They could jag against both.
Got one now.
They could actually jag it against both, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Manly might be in trouble. I've seen a lot of people in like Manly forums thinking that it's over. And
Well, they're out of the 8 now, right? They were in the 4.
yeah, like a week ago they were in the top 4.
Now they're 9th. What is this year?
It's so dumb.
Uh,
Last
it's just
week-
the Cowboys somehow have won 10 games,
Most mid-finals team of all time.
So
and they still have a bye up their sleeve.
we would be in 5th.
Yeah, we
We
would.
are tied 5th because there's 3 teams on 11 and there's 1 team on 13. Obviously, Penrith. But it's the Warriors, the Knights, and the Sharks
Yeah, so-
all on 11.
And the Rabbitohs in front of us have one less win, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we would be in 5th.
We would-
Tied 5th with 3
Right.
other teams.
I've seen some, I think it was Clarkey, or the Mole. I might have been the Mole. One of those came up with like a predicted finish for all the teams. They said the best finish. I mean, they always do the best, worst, and what the prediction is. The best, obviously, the Cowboys are still first. They need everything
That would
to go
require
right.
Penrith to fall apart.
Yes, and the worst they can get is still 16. This is like that's not going to happen. I don't know how that actually happened in this
How
point.
is the range of outcomes 16 positions
I think it's because
this late in the year?
I don't know. I guess because the Titans have won 3, they can
That's because
arguably still.
That's because the Dragons only have 2 wins. They're so far below everybody else.
Yes,
that no one can get that low.
but I think they predicted the Cowboys to finish 5th. So
At this point, who knows? They could finish in the top 4. I wouldn't be shocked. They could miss the finals. I wouldn't be
yeah,
shocked.
well, that's it.
This team is dumb.
They also interesting. It was interesting. I was reading a lot of things on social media. So they looked at the top 8. Who out of the 3 lowest top 8 people drop out? And most people think the Cowboys will be one of the ones that drop out.
That would be
And
big.
some of them say Melbourne will make it. They could, but I think it's unlikely.
I know, man. They beat the Titans by 4.
Yeah, right.
Like-
Not great.
They lost to the Cowboys.
And yeah, well, they did.
Like, we derailed the Storm.
I think the
Yeah.
new coach come down is finally happening at Manly. They look. It was like they're kind of
Their
running off
football
the-
was unsustainable.
Yes.
It was good for a short term, but now they have to go back to playing percentage football.
Well, teams have finally figured out that you need to get their forwards moving sideways. If you can get them moving sideways at the start of the game, you just completely neutralize their
Just
effect.
spread the ball.
Take
Well,
your
that's how Tom Chester scored his try, right? They got everyone moving to the right, cut him back underneath, and there was such a wide open gap that I thought there was an obstruction. Apparently there wasn't, so it was all good. But the fact that there's a gap that massive, that early in the game, is very, very concerning. If you're Manly.
I'll give them a little bit. They did lose Ben Trebojevic very early.
Oh, they lost like 3 edge forwards.
They did, and that didn't help them at all. Obviously, their rotations became kind of bad at that
Yeah,
point. We know that can happen. But once again, Cowboys can only play who are against them, right? You can't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, let's stop the game until you forward."
And it's not like the way the Cowboys end up winning was going through that corridor. No, they very rarely went down that side. So
That's right.
it's just,
And then look,
it's just not good for Manly. Just not good.
they've been pretty average the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But I think they lost 3 of the last 4 now, and this is the first one they've lost at 4 Pines for
A long
6
time.
games or something. And
Yeah.
well,
I reckon at 4 Pines is sneakily, like, really good. I don't know
the
why.
Cowboys go all right at 4 Pines. Yeah.
I still do think Manly will probably make the finals, but it's nowhere near as sure a thing as like 5 weeks ago where I thought they'd make the top 4. So just be careful a little bit, Manly. Just be careful.
No, don't be careful, miss the finals, I won't care.
All right. And the final game of the week, because the Titans and Storm is always stupid. They required a Nick Meaney try in the final minute to put the Titans away finally, but my word was this close.
And
Damn it, Titans! Why are you so close to being good?
one try.
Jack Howard.
How many goes do you get?
Oh my word. How long? Yeah, right. Like,
Why was that a try? And once again,
Reed Martin.
Reed Marnie wasn't.
Yeah.
And he had 1 go.
But you know they've got so far along the through.
He is so good.
I cannot believe that he is so good.
He's just so elusive, right?
Just run sideways. It's not that hard.
Apparently, it is that hard.
It cannot be that difficult, dude.
Look, John Bateman.
Crap,
John
right,
Bateman
John
was 3 times as fast
Yes.
and half the height.
Yep.
It's John Bateman, Matt Bowen.
Yeah, well, that's it. Look, he was good. They were all pretty. Like, the backs were all pretty good.
You think they should have won by more?
Trent Loiero was good backing up, I suppose.
They didn't have Cam Munster in this game. No.
No, he had surgery.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's
He's out for a man.
Tyron Wishart's really good. I like him.
Well, he's kind of the super sub, isn't he? So
So good. I love
he's Sean Berrigan.
They've got Cooper Clark. He's pretty good at this football thing.
I like it. But that's, look at that, interception or something at one point.
James Campbell could be intercepted by the length of the field, which he seems to do every other week. I don't know how.
So that was
Did that against the
His
Cowboys.
defensive positioning is clearly really good. He knows when the ball's coming his way.
when Harry Grant threw the pass, and he saw him there, he still threw the pass. Like,
Aha, here. Queenslander.
Oh dear.
Why
But
is
the game didn't rise to any major heights.
Not
This game was pretty average.
This game's always goofy, but Keanu Keeney's really good.
Yeah.
That's about it. The Titans suck.
He's really good at football.
They run 300 meters. You think that's just insane.
Real line breaks. He had 4 offloads. He's a fullback. He should be offloaded with that much.
This is the new wave fullback, right? Small, fast, nippy. You know, there's about 4 or 5 of them who are exactly the same. They're the same person.
And yet, who's the best fullback in the competition right now? It can't be Tedesco. He is out. He's in a bad run.
Suicide longer.
It could be Scott Drinkwater.
Best attacking fullback. Yeah, it probably just defaults to him.
It probably does.
In which he doesn't fit that mold at all. He's just run really
Didn't
hard.
we just say it was Kalen Ponga?
Oh no, sorry, Callum
And see, he
Palmer.
doesn't fit that mold either.
No, he's quite big.
He's the Tom Trbojevic sort of just big ass fullback.
He's just strong. He's great. But yeah, it's kind of like Tedesco, only faster and better ball player.
Better.
Better.
Titans so close. I swear. They're so close to being good.
They're still coming second last.
It's so frustrating. The most untapped potential team in like the history of all of sports.
AJ Brooks is bad.
He was actually quite good in this game, though. Our tips at the start of the year, my last and second last are looking pretty good at the moment.
Yep.
My last is also
Both of mine last.
Did you have the Warriors in last?
No, I had Manly in last and Cowboys in second.
Oh yes, that's not working well
I had the
for you.
Warriors in 14th or
Yeah.
something.
None
Right?
of those
that's
tips are
working
going good
really
for you.
well.
I tell you what, if ever you want to.
Don't listen to me.
Don't listen to him.
I had the
We're
Tigers
on
in
the
6.
ladder.
However, we all did tip Penrith to be first. Yay.
Yeah, I had to Melbourne. Look, after about the first month and a half of football, my Tigers in 6th. That was looking pretty good. And everybody died.
Yeah, it was Tigers 14.
My Raiders won my go okay though. I think I had them in 12th or something. 13th. Yeah, they could be close. That'll work. But the Titans.
I did have Brisbane a tad higher.
Titans. Dude.
Sad.
Why are they so close to being good, but
They're
they're
so
also
really bad.
eternally terrible? I don't know. Most weird Mobius strip team.
Jaden Campbell 11 for 178. Of course, there was an 80-meter run in there somewhere. So
And they play, mate. Very good. Yeah. Ollie Pascoe's really good. They've got both Thermal. He's
Tino tried hard after backing up from Origin. You know what I mean?
It's just like
Philip Sami.
it's the same. It's the story of the whole year for the
Their backs,
Titans.
every single back ran over 100 meters.
Yes, Dina and Meyer had a
Yes, that's. Didn't he used to play for
Melbourne. Yes,
Yeah.
he did. Great. New Storm player Oren Keeley looked alright.
He was fine. Yeah, I didn't think he was bad.
Yes, I prefer him be playing over Joe Chan.
Stefano 10 for 116, probably not enough in a game, but you know, still.
This game wasn't really played through the middle.
No.
Like really, it was mostly.
As you can see, all the backs have all the meters everywhere.
Except Trent area at 137.
Yes. Like 171 for Tyron
Two
Wishart.
Malatu Brown.
What did Tyron Wishart do? 171.
He had one break that was like 60 meters.
Oh, okay.
Which helps, but you know he's just Tyron Wishart. He's really good. He is. Melbourne won this game, but Pyrrhic because Jerome Hughes is out and Cam Munster's out for at least a month. So
Jerome Hughes out again.
yeah, he's not named this week. Their half comment for this week is Tyron Wishart and Trent Powell out.
Melbourne are done.
Melbourne are done. The Titans have done.
The Titans have been done for some weeks.
Titans are overcooked.
They're char broiled.
They have
They're
congratulations.
not well done. Yeah, they're congratulations.
Alright.
Okay, let's move forward to next week.
Guys, like all of Origin is out of the way.
Thank goodness.
But 8 games a
Yay.
week for the.
My fantasy team actually looks half competent now.
No, it's terrible. It's worse than mine, and that's saying something.
Yeah, it still probably looks more competent than the Broncos do.
Oh,
Yes.
Broncos
They
suck.
get to play Penrith this week. Both these teams were on the bye last week.
Yep.
So they all get all of the troops back. Casey McLean is back.
That
Panthers.
helps. I think that helps a lot.
freezer is dropping stuff.
Well, Caitlin, but the freezer, yeah.
Well, if the freezer was dropping stuff, wouldn't have performed.
Yeah, that would be like, it'd be like furniture in like Shrek 2 or whatever. Yeah, very good. Very big boy. Try something. Anyway,
Yes.
Um,
So, what? Panthers will win this game.
yes.
By a lot.
And this will then finally put an end to Brisbane's season.
Brisbane are done. Okay, they can get all the people back they want. They can get. Billy Walters can be in the 20 all he wants. You know, Pat Carrigan, Payne Haas, they can all be back. Xavier Wilson can be starting in the forwards. I do not
Here's the
care.
thing: losing is a habit, and Reece Walsh has made a habit of losing this year.
That's the entire team.
It is the entire team.
Just him.
It's not just him, but he certainly it's down from his effort last year by some. Look, and to be fair to him, when he came on for Queensland, he kind of looked quite good, but he can't do that at the Broncos for whatever reason. It's not working.
The Broncos seem worse.
You know, it's a problem. Because Gavin Shibasaki is terrible.
This is about the closest to full strength they've looked the whole year. I still don't know why Ezra Mann is here voluntarily.
He is the worst.
It's just bad.
He is terrible.
He's A, a bad person, and B, not a good football player.
Look, Penrith are going to win.
Penrith will win.
He's like the Deshaun Watson of the NRL.
Which of course means the Broncos are going to win because this season's fucking stupid.
Penrith are going to win, and they're probably going to win well, I think.
The Panthers lost 2 of their last 3 or something.
Ezra Mann is the Deshaun
It's
Watson of
Penrith.
the NRL.
Okay. Now,
They came back from the loss to the Cowboys and actually won pretty comfortably.
now a game that matters. This game is sneakily finals relevant. The Sharks and Knights play each
Yeah,
other.
what the hell?
4th and 5th.
Who let the Knights into the top 8?
Who let them pass
With
the
the biggest
bouncer?
voice crack you've ever heard.
They're not supposed to get past 8
That's great.
ever.
I love this. But yeah, for the Sharks, the only real big in is Britt Nickera is there. Tom Hazelton is starting at the top.
Tom Hazelton, probably pick try scorer, Tom Hazelton.
Let's go to Hazelnut.
Woohoo! Hazelnut.
For the
Big
Knights, Bradman Best is there.
That's a pretty good in.
Ponga was already there.
Yeah.
They've got Francis Manu Leilua on the edge because Maynard Stewart is hurt with a hamstring or something like that. Manu Leilua.
I guess they didn't play Bradman Best because they didn't want him to play with the 3-day hangover he would have had
He's
because
got like 8 injuries and once.
he probably would have had the meanest hangover.
He needs to go back to whatever factory he came from. This is some faulty stuff.
Bradman Best strikes me as a guy who drinks so much on a night out and has like a 2-day hangover.
You watch, he probably doesn't
I
drink
don't
at
think
all.
so. Oh, I reckon Bradman Best would hold his alcohol pretty well.
Yeah, but he is big. But look,
He would let me put it this way: he would not get thrown into a tree.
Yeah, he wouldn't be Paul Kent, I guess.
He would not get thrown into a tree.
by a tree.
Also, speaking of trees, Cody Hopwood is out of this game.
Oh, you're so funny!
He has a
You are
cast
so
on.
hilarious. That was the worst joke I have possibly
It was a
ever
segue.
heard.
It was a
Segue,
segue.
really. So Tyson Frizzell is back
It's a bad
starting.
segue.
Prop, they get to roll with Brody Jones is there.
There's what's a Tuku Hahu?
Tuki out to he's just been a
Tuki has
mainstay
to-
on
Oh,
the Sharks
okay.
extended bench
You
for a
have
while.
to, I know how to.
I don't know.
I actually don't know either.
This is a weird one.
I don't see the Sharks doing another 66. That's not going to happen.
Newcastle win because the Sharks are inconsistent. They won their
Yeah.
past 2 games.
I think Newcastle could win. I actually think they match up very well against the Sharks.
Look, obviously
so
the Sharks are going to win this game through the middle. It's just if they're going to win, that's how it's going to come.
that's how they win all their games because
This is true.
their forward pack is one of the scariest forward packs on the planet.
And if the Knights are going to win, they're going to have to try and target the edges, try and catch William Kennedy out of position as much as they can. See if they can get Bradman Best in one-on-one situations because he's really, really strong. So if you can get him one-on-one with Jesse Ramey a couple of times, you have some
And
success.
we know Kalen Ponga is like the best attacking fullback here.
I will pick the Knights
Second
to win that game.
I am picking the Sharks.
I think the Knights will win.
I think it's the Knights. Rooster Storm ordinarily would be a matchup between 2 powerhouses. Now it's 1 powerhouse and the Storm.
Yes, I know what's going on.
We don't have Jerome Hughes, as I said before. Current Wishart,
Or
Trent
Cameron
Toll out.
Munster.
Or Cam Munster, he's out. Knee surgery. Old man, knee surgery.
He needs knee
He
surgery.
needs a knee cleanup. I think that's what it
Well,
was.
if he comes back and plays like Jason Tamalolo, it's great.
Yes, but Melbourne anyway. Be a bit late for them, but that's okay.
That's enough for Melbourne. Oren Keeley is now starting in the second row, which means Joe Chan is gone. That's good.
No chance sucks.
It's not very good.
We probably just got dropped because we got scolded by Craig Bellamy.
Moses Leo has suddenly become a very good winger.
Now they've got some decent players, but the Roosters have more decent players.
I think it was
Cody Ramsey is really
Oh
good.
no, Nat Butcher is back. How bad?
Oh no, that sucks so bad.
Yeah, the Roosters will probably win this game, but they can't beat Melbourne for some reason.
You know, you know what I think is like really, really good? Cody Ramsey. He's like really, really, really,
He's
really, really
fine. I thought they still didn't have the best better food.
He's still recovering.
You know what? Screw it. Go Melbourne. I'm tipping Melbourne for this game.
I'm doing
Wait a
Roosters.
minute. Yeah, well, you must have a
I'm
fever.
tipping Melbourne. Melbourne will win.
I
this
think
game.
the Roosters will probably win.
Melbourne. I want Melbourne to win.
That's weird
That
coming
is-
from you.
I hate them.
weirdest-
You underestimate my hatred of the Sydney Roosters.
You hate them more than the Storm. I am very impressed.
The Roosters are just an indictment on football as a whole. Kick them out of the competition. I'm done. Relegate them.
They were only one of the first.
Relegate them to
Eight
the NBL. I do not
They
care.
started in 1908. I'm pretty sure that's not.
They kicked the Rabbitohs out of the top.
That's because they were wasting money.
Roosters
Roosters are not wasting money.
No, they steal everybody's money.
Yeah,
That's the
because-
problem.
Because
Nick
Uncle
Politis-
Nick has a lot of paper,
Nick
brown
Politis
paper
is
bags
very rich.
around.
He's just got plenty of his own money.
He has a lot of paper, brown paper bags.
Now a game that could be interesting.
Actually, yes.
The Raiders and Rabbits are going to play each other. There's still no sign of Latrell Mitchell.
Apparently, Marley's back.
Earlier tonight, he'll
He's
be
on the bench.
on the bench because I don't think he's going to play for a while until he gets his confidence back. Just how it is, unfortunately, for him. But you know, not much else. I think the Raiders are unchanged from last
Why
week.
do we
The
have
Rabbits. Alex Johnston, he's back because Dane Jennings is out, and Cody Walker's back, so James Sullivan is out. Anybody else interesting here?
Actually, Cody Walker doesn't.
Good Aiken's still on the edge. Jai Gray's still on the bench. Steve Wells still on the bench. John Rader's now jersey 20. You are doing him so dirty. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm so mad.
The one game.
I think the Raiders win.
You reckon?
I do. I think the Raiders win.
I don't know. This is a tricky one.
Last week.
Although we've said that before.
I know.
I'm gonna pick. Actually, don't know. It's a tricky one. I think I'll pick the Rabbits. Just. This will be a crazy game though.
Let's go Raiders.
Book it. This game's gonna be nuts.
It's like 40-30.
No, not nuts as in like nuts as in the stupid drive. Because the Raiders.
It's gonna be the Corey Hall crossbar try.
Exactly. Brilliant. And now again, it's much less interesting because the Warriors are going to win by a million. Presumably 800. But the Dragons have been doing better recently.
Look, they have. They've just been not too bad.
It'd be very 2026 for the Dragons to win this game somehow. For the Warriors, Darren Selesniak is back. They've dropped Charms just
Bars.
completely. Back to jersey 21. Good grief, that's rough. I didn't think he did anything wrong.
He's not horrible, but unfortunately they've got a fullback by the name of Kane Tuapiki who is just flying.
Loffy's been doing some good job there. Kurt Capel's back, Nick Barnett's back. You know, all the Origin people are in. For the Dragons, not much has changed. Not much has changed. Moses Suli isn't even allowed back in the team anymore. Tyrell Sloan seemingly won the wing spot over what's the other guy's name? DNA? Two Bolotu, sorry. The Warriors should win this game, but don't expect it to be by like 800 points. I reckon it'll be like 26 to 8, something like that. The Dragons will put up a decent fight because their forward pack is so good. But their backs just suck. Valentine doesn't have
Like
five
your
hours.
back.
They say that forwards are what when you match the backs tell you by how much.
That standard, the Warriors should win this game by 500 points. Yeah. But I don't know. I think the Dragons will take it to them.
Oh, they will.
I'm intrigued.
Maybe they're like 60 minutes and then they'll leave.
Yeah, probably something like that. And then something like Cedric will drop the ball or something, and then that'll kind of kill it.
Kane Tuapiki will make a line break, pass it to Dallin McKinney Selesniak and he'll score in a
One
corner.
thing I can't play.
Now the game that no one cares about.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
This is awful. The Bulldogs and the Tigers are going to play each other. This game is awful. Oh no.
I don't think I will watch it. I'm not that aggressive.
They don't even have Stephen Crichton. There's no reason. They've got Sean O'Sullivan in the halves. Matt Burton's just a centre now.
What's wrong with Stephen Crichton?
He's hurt.
Oh well.
Like a nerve thing, I think. I think he's listed in the standings. Yeah, he's listed in jersey 23. Billy have a kick out in jersey 21.
Yeah, he's
keep an eye out for these guys, but Kurt Mann's also back. That's good. But this game just doesn't mean anything to me. The Tigers don't have Bunty Afali. He's suspended for Funny Wafale starts. They've got
Bunny's like a
Ethan Roberts. Bunty something like that. Apicora sounds good with 22.
Javon and
Javon.
This game could be the worst game of the year.
I think the Bulldogs win. But
I think you're probably right. Maxine is terrible.
why is he still in the team?
they don't have any other outside backs. They're out of people.
They could sign someone in the stands from Leichhardt who do just a good job, but unfortunately, I don't think that's legal.
No.
So, I don't care. Tigers to win because why not?
You know,
I think the Bulldogs will probably win.
And the Titans and Sea Eagles can play each other. A game that will happen, I think.
Go the Titans!
I hope. That'd
There's
be
a lot
great.
of bad games this week.
Let's put a gap between the Cowboys and the
Come
Manly
on, the
Sea
Titans. Anything interesting? Ben Trebojevic and Corey Waddell are out for Manly, so now they're starting second row. He's full more.
I just think it's funny because Ben Trebojevic got KO'd doing a shoulder charge on somebody. That's what it was on
McJustice.
McKaylee. That was funny as. He did
not.
knock him over. McKaylee just got up and Ben didn't.
On a Tony Large.
On the largest end of the 7
Large.
Michael Molo still exists. I did not know that. But he's not dead. I'm glad Fayamani's getting close to coming back in. I like him. Big Fly I thought was hurt. Not earlier. Okay, I'm sure. The Titans are going to win this game. Yes. Please.
Go Titans. All 12 of your fans will be there to say, yay!
See, the Dragons want Manly to win because the Titans are basically their only bet of not getting the spoon.
Yes, although Brisbane exists at the moment as well.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Oh dear.
Dragons and Titans to win this week would be so great.
But that put them up pretty much on level peg. I mean, the Titans would
The
be
Titans
on
will be
level
on level pegging. I think the Dragons still be a couple of games
Yeah.
behind, but it'd be interesting.
Go the Titans.
And then the Dolphins and Cowboys are going to play each other in a game that will happen.
As well.
Why is McKaylee out instead?
Yeah,
Okay, the Cowboys are going to lose.
I've been saying that.
Oh,
So, granted, I've said that every game for like the past 2 months. I'm only right about 50% of the time. So,
McKaylee had delayed concussions. Yeah.
cool.
Oh, who's in?
Great. Kai O'Donnell's in. No, they are going to lose.
But
No, there's some. Where's he named? Where's he? Jersey 19, Caden Lars. Play him. Griffin Dean starting from.
Can Dean please be in this team? I'm sick of looking at Purdue in the halves. Even though he's been doing good, I still want Dean.
Dom Tiernan. Vincent in Jersey 22. The idea is that he should be back this week.
Peyton was saying he was a couple of hard sessions away from being in last
I'll
week.
give him that this week and we'll see how we go.
See how it pulls
Dom
up.
Tiernan is great.
Dom Tiernan!
I think they're interviewing Felice Trubisky as well. I'm hoping they wait another week for Tom Dearden to come back because we know how good he is.
Well, that's an indicator of what their mentality is. Maybe the Cowboys have a chance. You shouldn't be going into a game hoping that some player should be playing.
But to be fair, look, the last 2 weeks they've beaten Penrith fairly comfortably,
and then had to buy and then beat
beat Manly,
They're fresh at least.
and they're in winning form at the moment.
They were in winning form and then they lost to Parramatta, and then the Raiders. So
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
for some
We
reason
to be
I
fair,
hate they lost to the Raiders more than Parramatta.
beat the Roosters and what is quite possibly one of the games that picked me up.
one of the games.
Definitely a game of the year.
Definitely a game that happened.
Yes, absolutely.
For the Dolphins, Ammer's back. Herbie's back. And Bostock's back. For the
How much
back.
I tell you if he knows he's going to run around the Cowboys?
Yeah, he's the one I'm scared of.
White scoring.
To be fair, all
I'm
of them
tipping
are
the
fast.
Dolphins, but I don't know.
You're just tipping against the Cowboys. Anytime you tip against the Cowboys, they win.
I like.
The voice crack
Look,
again.
I still think if they can bring the same mentality they've had for the last couple of games, they will push this Dolphins team. The Dolphins are on an all-time low at the moment after being absolutely curb stomped.
If McKaylee was in this game, I wouldn't have a problem with the Cowboys because they need to try and win the game through the middle because that's where Canelo won. But if Griffin Neem is a starting forward, you're
They should
probably
be-
not going to win in the middle of the
You
field.
know who they should be starting? They should be starting Cohen Hess. Maybe they'll do this like dipsy doodle right at the end and throw Cohen on.
Oh no, I think they've split.
Owen with Tamalolo, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like if you have both of them on the field at the start, and then you bring the bench forwards on, there's nothing.
That's probably
Like at the very least, there's some decent balance if you've got one good one off the bench and one good one starting.
Well,
That's
I
what I
hope-
think the methodology.
I hope Caden Love is his name.
I'd love to see him and not fucking Sam McIntyre, dude. Please.
Kai O'Donnell.
Can we not? Like, if I have to see Kai O'Donnell on the field, I'm gonna scream. I'm so tired of him, dude.
Does he keep getting game time when he is horrendous?
Wait, why? It's like he shouldn't get. Kai shouldn't get on the field. Sam McIntyre shouldn't get on the field. Lars, Hess, Lodge, Luke. I'm fine with those people.
Because
getting.
Lodge has actually been fairly good.
I hate that he's been okay.
Yeah, I know.
They've got Platt starting on the bench. No, that's right. Platt was hurt, so he's 50-50 to play this week, I think. So,
Well, I'm hoping for the Cowboys' sake, but he doesn't. Because he's excellent.
well, so we're both hoping. Both fan bases are hoping that no one plays. Forfeit the game, give everyone a draw, move on.
I would not hate that actually at all.
Good.
It's better than a zero.
It would save my heart rate.
Yeah, I know. Same.
Any game being a draw.
From any game with the Cowboys, it's heart attack country.
Exactly. Women's side, Raiders, Roosters. Based on how the Raiders played last week, would be interesting.
I think the Roosters probably will win, but I think the Raiders might push.
They'll win. The Warriors will beat the pants off the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
The Sharks will beat
Sharks will
crap
beat
out the
Bulldogs.
Titans Eels is
I
interesting.
think the Titans will beat the Eels.
That'll be close. I think the Eels can be upset there.
I know what colour the juice was, both exactly the same.
Well, speaking of Broncos Tigers, both orange. Broncos will win that game, and Knights Dragons tonight should win that
We'll
game.
probably win that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else? The World Cup's happening.
France
France
lost.
is out.
Lost to Spain. Cool.
Go Spain.
Go Spain. Yeah, I need.
England hasn't won it for some time, by the way.
I don't care.
Every year they say, it's come on home. They tried to stay away from
Last
saying
time they
it's
won
coming
was 1966.
It's coming home. They moved out. They have a job. The trophy has a job.
Yeah.
It's probably retired.
Like 60 years old.
Go Spain.
Spain. Anything else?
Sam Neill.
Sam
Vale,
Neill.
Sam Neill.
Yeah, my God. What the heck, dude?
Apparently it was pneumonia.
Like
77 or something, yeah.
Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie
Bonnie
Tyler.
Tyler, man. Like, come on.
Sam Neill, the message from Laura Dern was the one that was quite, that was the one. And look, the world has lost a great actor. I don't care whether
And a great dude.
Yeah.
He's just a great guy.
he was a nice fellow.
I love his fascination with ducks.
I think Jeff Goldblum's tweet about it or whatever was moved on to the next stage.
He goes to it. There it have it, right? They didn't do anything wrong.
Underground. That's not very nice. Look, I like Sam Neill as an actor. I actually thought like his portrayal of Odin in Ragnarok was actually quite good.
I'll forever love him for Hunt for the Wilder.
Hunt for the Wilder
He was
People
so
was
funny.
very good, but obviously Jurassic Park was his big one, right? I mean, that was what that and the piano.
Yes.
Harvey Keitel and Anna Paquin,
Yeah.
So that was he was good range of acting, right? He was also in like Event Horizon, which was
Not a bad movie.
okay.
I don't mind it.
Kind of, it was like a space horror, I guess. Pretty cool. It was very interesting concept. A bit like Alien, I guess, to a point.
Yeah.
But it was fine. He was good. He had a good rank hunt for Red October. You know, he
is a great actor.
He's a very good actor. The world lost a very good actor and person, basically.
He was in the process. I don't know whether I hope they finished the voice recording. It's like a stop motion, like wildlife sort of comedy watchy thing that's coming out. Hopefully they got all of the lines they need to come. I really want to watch that.
Well, you know what they should do now? They should just do the AI version.
No, do not do that.
They've done
No.
that plenty of time post.
It's evil. Evil and stupid. There's a number of people. So just don't. If you didn't, just don't. Recast someone else, don't make it. Just don't do that. Do anything else but that. That would be rude, in my opinion. Like doing that's just rude. It's like there's no way of, especially in acting, which is so like nuanced. I think trying to get a computer to emulate that is nigh on, like not nigh on, it is impossible. But that would just be disparaging the legacy of such a well-renowned, well-respected actor. Just don't do that. do anything else.
And you know, he never lost his accent, even though, you know, I don't know whether he was living in Australia at the end, but he never lost his. I think he was because he was surrounded by family. And he's not that he was Australian. To be fair, he was born in Ireland apparently, and moved to New Zealand, and then his actual name was Nigel. But apparently he got picked on all of that, so he changed to Sam. No friend.
Nigel, no friend.
No, but he was good, and you know, the world has lost a great man there.
Anything else about one? We're going to go see the Odyssey tomorrow.
And then next week is a brand new day. The week after, a couple of big movies.
We're coming into a good period for movies. So go to the cinema. Go watch movies in the cinema.
Not dead yet.
You didn't finish Project Hail Mary.
I haven't. It's such a good one that I've watched so far. I've got 50 minutes to go.
Rocky.
You're Rocky. You love Rocky.
Well, Rocky's the best.
Yes. All right.
Rocky hate Mark.
I think I'm done with you. Anything else going on? No. All right. We will see you guys in the review
On the
next
flip
week.
side, enjoy your footy.
Catch you guys.
Go the Cowboys.